Natasha. I am currently a mentor, animation mentor. I teach in the games program and I worked in the industry since 2019. I've worked on games such as Life is Strange Remastered, Madden 23 and 24, Clockwork Revolution, and 6 Days in Fallujah. And today I'm here to talk about how we would go about animating something with magic spells and power-ups. And so I have my wand here to get started on this. We all love to think about the cool visual effects that would come up with magic spells and power-ups, but as animators, we'd actually think a bit more about the acting and how our character would go about creating this magic that we want to create in our shot. So of course, first we're going to go study some stuff. You could study movies, TV shows, go study how they do magic. And decide how your character is going to do magic. We'd probably think about how the character is going to create magic. Are they going to create magic out of their hands? Are they going to use a wand? Are they going to create magic from a weapon? How does this character create magic? And how are they going to do it? What kind of magic do they have? How good are they at magic? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they beginner? Are they experienced? There's a lot that we would go into when thinking about a character and how we're going to do the magic. So let's watch some of these students' examples, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put together a shot in Maya and do some fast forward in time from getting it from beginning to end on how I would go about planning a magic shot. Okay. So here's one student shot of a girl making a fireball.
Okay. Fireball!
And I've actually talked about the shot in a different tutorial before. But in this case, this character, she seems like could be experienced, maybe a bit of beginner, trying to learn magic, probably in magic school. That is what I would get from this, the setting of this. And so she's going to try a new spell, the fireball. And in this case, this girl creates magic with her hands. And so he has decided how she creates magic is by rubbing her hands together and then concentrating on getting the magic to come out of her hands. And she creates fire and then shoots it at the dummy. Nice shiny polygon that he used, likely to create this fire for the visual effects, possibly. And it blasts. Kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Z sort of Kami Ka pose. Here. It's a nice acting and a nice shot showing how you would do a magic fireball. Okay. So I have another shot here from the 11 Second Club recently. And this is magic with a wand.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Just leave it.
No,
Please, just go.
So for this shot, he wants to make this goldfish bigger. So he starts with twirling the wand a bit. Nothing's happening. So he gets into this nice pose where it feels like he's really getting the magic to come out. He's working hard. You can see his teeth grinding. He seems like he'd be a bit more of a beginner at magic. It looks like he's mimicking Harry Potter, so he's got the Hogwarts stuff. And his hand pose is great, showing that he's trying really hard to get this magic to come out. It's not easy, and then, of course, he also messes up and it blows up in his face. And here is an example of a power-up, which came from the gaming's course. One of my students, Alice. And here you can really feel it's using Greystone, the character Greystone that we use at AM. And it really feels like he's using his whole body to generate some sort of magic. He's bringing his whole body down, crouching, powering up. It really feels like a power up to a sort of attack. And this is the attack she did with it. He powers up and then with this would be a weapon. This would be an example of powering up magic with a weapon. And he powers up and then flies into the cube to attack it with a sword. In the games course, we use Unreal to do special effects. So the final version here, she has Greystone fighting Grooks here, and then he goes to power up. You see this nice flames going around him. It really feels like he's powering up into this magic weapon attack at the end, and it's a really nice way to show how you can do some special effects in Unreal, but it really feels like a power up with acting, and before he goes into a special attack. So looking at all these different kind of things, I've decided that I'm going to do magic with a wand because I have this nice wand here and I feel like, you know, being able to use it for a shot. So I'm going to do a wand magic shot. So here I've set up Quinn, which is also a character you can use at AM, and I made her look like a witch. It's always nice when you can add specific things, clothing or some environment to show what your character is doing here. I put a witch hat on to show she's a witch, and put a wand just like mine in her hand. She's going to do a magic spell. And once I've got my scene set up, maybe if I wanted to go more in depth with this, I would add a background or some sort of area that she's in, but for now this works. And now that I've decided what my character is going to look like, and I'm going to make her a beginner, so kind of like she's in school, you know, Hogwarts, so like Harry Potter sort of thing, where she's in school learning a magic spell. And now that I've decided this, I'm going to find a video reference or make one. Whatever works better for you. So here I found a nice video reference of this guy teaching kids how to do Harry Potter magic. And it's just a quick spell, just like that. Nice and simple for the purpose of this tutorial. And before I get started blocking, I'm going to really watch how he moves, how he puts one hand out, like he's blocking before he comes forth with the magic. And he's got this really nice flick with the wand here, as if he's about to create some magic. And then his wand hits the other arm. I think it looks like a really nice, simple spell. So now I'm going to get started. After finding video reference, studying it a bit, I'm going to get started blocking Quinn. So here's my first pass of blocking. Right now she's got some poses and some basic facial animation poses I've put in. So I have her just like in the YouTube video reference, I have her starting where she's holding out her arm and she has her wand in her hand, and she throws her arm out. She throws the wand out. She goes for the spell. I added a facial expression that she gets shocked by what she does with the magic. And then I have her go back into her, I'm going to do more magic sort of pose instead of the video reference where he looks back at the kids. So I added some basic acting in here for Quinn. It's like she's doing her first spell. She gets shocked by what she does. Then she's like, yeah, I just created magic. And that's kind of what I'm going for in this shot. So after I get the basic blocking down, I'm going to start splining it and adding in-betweens and polishing it up a bit. Okay, cool. So I'm going to rewind time a bit and polish this up. Okay, welcome back. So here's the final splined out version with in-betweens. I added some magic in it too. So, for this shot, some things I changed from blocking is in the blocking version, I had her hand just holding the wand like this. And I decided that when I use a wand, I tend to put my finger out like this, and I think it looks a little bit more appealing, a little nicer. So I switched the hand pose to look a little bit more like this with her finger holding her wand as she does her spell. For the most part, it's pretty similar to the video reference. I kept the acting where she gets shocked by what she did. And I like how at the end she's proud of the magic she did. To create this simple magic spell that appears like this, it's just a polygon, less with a material on it, a texture. To do this, all I did, I'll go ahead and create another one. It's pretty simple. To do this, all I did was create a polygon sphere. I put it at the tip of her wand where I wanted her to create the magic, which I felt like would be right here, and keyed it. I felt like it would start coming out at 9 or 10, I feel like. Maybe 10. It would start popping out right there. Or you can even make it follow the wand just like that. So, what I would do is do at 8, I would turn off the visibility so it appears. And then after 10, I would enlarge it, have it fly out. A bit farther. Now that one feels a little bit more straight on. I feel like she's looking up. A bit more like that. Maybe a little too fast. There we go. Now this one's kind of nice because it gets bigger and follows her hand. Then so it's just not a gray object. Let's go ahead, assign a material to it. Give it color. Say it's blue magic this time. Made it a little transparent because I feel like that looks a little better. Transparent ball. Glowy, slightly glowy. Change these colors as well. Whatever you want. It's all blue. Light blue color. That's like she's doing a bubble magic. And then the middle, you could even change shapes a bit. Okay, after changing the shape up a bit and adding some texture onto the polygon, we've got a little bit of nice magic coming out of Quinn's wand. and we could keep polishing the shot up more, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I think that gets the point across on how you could do some cool acting and choices with animating some magic. So if you would like to learn more about this, I would take classes 4, 5, and 6 in the character animation courses, Animation Mentor, or honestly taking the games courses in 4, 5, and 6 in the game courses. With the game courses, it'll be a little bit more gameplay weapon-based, sort of power-up things like Alice did in my class, but if you wanted to learn more about acting and witchy magic like this, I would go for the character animation courses. Either way, you'll learn a lot of cool stuff when it comes to animation. Hope you enjoyed watching this and enjoy animating more magic spells and power-ups.